Hello everyone, I'll Survive here. Welcome back to Tomb Raider 3, The Lost Artefact. We are sleeping with the fishes, or hopefully we won't be by the end of this level. We find ourselves in this strange submarine underwater base place, and right off the bat there are some harpoons in this alcove that you can grab. So collect those and then head down the corridor down into this little, I guess this is an alcove as well, and you can pick up some flares. And you get an interesting camera angle of a diver dude who we're going to encounter shortly. So then come round into this corridor, follow it to the right and then to the left. And before you head into the next corridor, take out your MP5/weapon of choice, because there will be a dude on a balcony for us to dispatch. Come to this second doorway here and aim up and unload on him as he walks around. And hopefully, yes, you will take him out before he runs away. We'll go up there in a wee while. There's also a valve across the way that we can turn. But before we do any of that, jump into the water and swim down and swim not directly ahead. Go around to the head towards this kind of green gunky stuff, because there are some harpoons lying on the seabed for you to collect. So I guess we are in an underwater base type place, really, if we have access to the seabed. This yellow thing must be the base in question. Okay, and then come swim Lara over to the left-hand side, because there's an opening up here, and turn to the right as you come in and grab this lever on the wall. Our air is starting to get a little bit low, but we should be okay. We get some terrifying music as that diver gets triggered. He's just through here, and I'm going to see if I can take him out without using the dreaded harpoon gun. So swim up and then climb out quickly. I'm going to side jump quickly, take out my weapon, roll and shoot. Man, he's doing a good job shooting me. Better than I'm doing shooting him. But he is taken care of. Gosh, that got a little bit hairy there for a sec. Basically, I mentioned in the last video that I wanted to try and do this level without using the harpoon gun, which is challenging. It's also very challenging to get through without using a med pack. But I will show you how to do both those things. We've pulled up into this area. I've picked up some shotgun shells off the floor. There is another set here. And there are some harpoons. Yuck. Yuck. Harpoons waiting here by this machine. Okay, yeah, the game really does want you to use the harpoon gun in this level, and we get tons of harpoons. I think we have nearly 100 by the time we end the level, and you can use the harpoon gun if you want, but I find it such a terrible weapon to aim, and I end up taking just as much, if not more, damage by trying to use the harpoon gun, that I find it easier just to employ other methods like the one I employed here. So it's up to you. I will show you how to get through this level without using the harpoon gun, but good luck, whatever you decide to do. Okay, swim back up the way we came, back into this room. There is a valve here that we can turn. So get the valve turned. That's going to open the door up on the balcony above. You may just be able to see it opening through that porthole. And to get there, we need to backtrack a little bit, so walk around this pool area and back through the door that we originally came through. If you step forward here, we get a little bit of a animation triggered, some kind of underwater submersible robot thing. Follow the corridor round, you'll immediately see ahead of Lara the door that we have just opened. And if you turn to the left, there is a small med pack waiting for you on this platform for your enjoyment and delight. So take the small med pack. There is the dude that we dropped. Hey dude, he doesn't drop anything, but if we follow the corridor around towards this portal at the end, there are some MP5 clips for us to collect. So grab those. I'm getting tons of use out of the MP5 in this expansion, so I'm very grateful to have those. Okay, there is a ramp here leading into a pool that we can slide down and jump down into the water. Turn to the left and come to this wall where there is a lever that you can pull. This is going to activate more underwater Darth Vader types with their heavy breathing that we are going to swim past with relative ease and hopefully not get harpooned too badly. Swim out here and climb out as quickly as possible. Jump out of the way to avoid any harpoons. Roll and aim and start taking out those shooters. That is one taken care of. I seem to be stuck in the wall there, but I'm free now. I know you're down there somewhere, harpoon guy. Where are you? Fun fact, this is the only time I've ever played this where I've not been able to shoot both of them from here. Isn't that always the way? Ah, there you are. Yay, and they are both dead. Phew, and I think my health is okay. My health is doing alright. Anyway, let's see what there is in this room. Quite a few things, actually. The first thing you're going to want to do is come to these green crates and pull this first one backwards once. This is just to collect an item if you're a completist, and I forget what it is. It might be a small med pack. I guess we'll find out in a sec. And then come to this other green crate and push that forward once. There is a little passageway here on the right hand side with a small med pack at the end, and I think this triggers a dude on the other side. Yeah, hey dude. And I don't honestly know where he is. I think we meet him right at the end of the level, but I could be wrong. Stay tuned. Well, we do meet a dude near the end of the level, but whether it's that one or not, I'm not sure. Hop up onto here because there are some flares for you to collect. Oh, there is also a switch for us to push here, or a button, and that opens some underwater doors that we will be going through in due course. But before we do, hop up onto this platform and grab the harpoons. Yuck, if you want them. I don't want them, but I'm being a completist. Okay, and then hop back into the water and head in this direction, sort of towards these grills, and turn Lara around and down because there are some Uzi clips waiting for you here. And then roll and swim in a straight line. We have to be a little bit quick here because it's a fairly long swim and you could drown, but I'm going to try and avoid that. Risk your life, though, by collecting more harpoons here if you really want to. And then exit this way and immediately turn left into the harmless dolphins. They will not cause you any damage. The current will carry you round into this section where there is this underwater passageway. Veer to the left and hop up and hop out. For the first secret of the level, we have a large med pack. Not very much use on a no med pack run, and some harpoons. Not very much use on a no harpoon gun run, and another large med pack, but yours if you want them. Okay, more excitingly, I am now going to take out my rocket launcher because there's going to be a dude that we're going to face in a sec at close quarters. So arm yourself and be ready. Jump back into the water, swim in a straight line, and you'll see you can pull yourself out here. Take out your rocket launcher and finish that dude who was shooting. He doesn't always get shots off on you. It depends how far down the corridor he is. Hopefully you will be okay. Collect the MP5 clips and then hop down into the water at the far end because there is another small med pack waiting for you. And if you turn round and swim down, there are even more harpoons, if that is your thing. And if you plan to use the harpoon gun, enjoy. Okay, I'm just going to resurface here because we have a very long swim ahead now, and in fact a series of long swims. And you can choose your own order as to how you go about this, but this is the method I'm going to show you with minimal enemies, minimal damage, minimal drowning. Let's do it. Okay, come round to the right. This is the underwater gateway that we opened a wee while ago. The current will carry Lara upwards, and you'll find yourself in this vast, somewhat complicated area. Immediately turn left and go over this ridge, and you'll see these lamps here that you can follow. We're just going to take a detour slightly for a pickup. For harpoons, this is how dedicated I am. Don't go past that lamp on the right, because if you do, you'll trigger some underwater Darth Vaders, and that is not what we want. Instead, come left and swim up to this opening where Lara can get her breath back. Very important. There is a small med pack in this section for you to enjoy, but more importantly, we have a circuit bulb also waiting for us, and this is going to be essential for us to continue with the level. So be sure to grab it and then hop back down into the water and get oriented. We need to swim over this ledge. There's a strange current thing going on there. Not quite sure what that's about, but come down to this brown resting platform because there is a rocket, and then come up and then kind of round to the left here where there is a opening for another essential item. We have another circuit bulb here. I think it's called a circuit bulb. We will find out in a bit. And some flares, and then swim back in the direction that you came from because we need to not drown. We need to get Lara's breath back. So we're just going to pop up momentarily and pop out, because I think that replenishes her breath quicker, and then swim back down and again back in this direction over the weird ridge, and this time swim up to the top of this yellow structure. This is just for an item because there are some grenades waiting for us on the top. So collect those, and then basically you need to swim down and get underneath this yellow thing because we need to go inside it. That's the gateway that we entered through. So swim down right to the bottom, and then there will be a big shaft for you to swim up and climb out of. Wow, that was a really loud motorbike going past my flat there. I don't know if you heard it. Hey, motorbike. Anyway, hop out of the water here. You will immediately see there is a large med pack and some harpoons ahead of Lara. You can collect them if you want, but as soon as you do, you're going to trigger 2 scuba divers in the water out there. And we need to go back out there for a long swimming section, so I don't recommend it. I'm not going to be collecting those items, but it's up to you if you want to be a completist. You can grab these harpoons here, though, which I will do in the interests of being as thorough as possible. In other news, come over to these receptacles. This is where we can put the circuit bulbs that we collected. We have a yellow and a blue one, which go in their respectively coloured holders. We get a little cutaway of a hatch there. We need to put both of these circuit bulbs in order to open that hatch, and that's going to open the way through to the next part of the level. So that is the hatch opened, and yeah, we need to make our way over there. So jump back into the water, and I always forget which direction we need to go in. Oh, it is this away. And we're going to go back towards those lamps that I told you not to swim past, because it's going to trigger the scuba divers. There is the hatch there. You can swim right through it now if you want, but there is an alcove and a passageway to the right of it, which is the second secret. You are going to have scuba divers on your tail, so just be mindful as you go about collecting items here. We do have some time before they reach us, though, so while you're waiting for that excitement, collect the flares that are here, and then collect the shotgun shells, and then immediately swim forward and swim up so you don't get killed by that underwater machine thing, and then swim down into this underwater passage, and swim up and to the right and climb out. This isn't a secret. I guess this is just an extension of the secret that we found. In this room we have some harpoons and a small med pack and some more harpoons. Okay, we will be revisiting this room for air shortly, so look forward to that. Come back into the water and swim back the way you came. This scuba diver dude is probably in here by now. I'm listening. Oh, I don't think he's made it yet. That is a good sign. Swim over the yellow underwater vehicle thing that we triggered and come around in this direction towards this rusting boat, because we have the Desert Eagle waiting for us. Very exciting. Be sure to collect that. I recommend you do, actually. It's a very good weapon, and we also have 2 sets of Desert Eagle clips waiting for us on top. So collect those. Be fairly quick about it. You should have enough time, but we are on a time limit with the breathometer. And is our scuba friend here yet? Still not here. I feel unloved almost. He's normally pelting me with harpoons by now, but very grateful that he's not. Come back up here to replenish Lara's breath, and then swim back down, and once again, whoops, back round the passage. Aha, I hear Darth Vader dude. He's made it. Now he's shooting at me. Hello. Very good of you to join me. Okay, you can duck and dive a bit to avoid his bolts. Normally, I can get through without getting hit. Hopefully you can too. Or you can harpoon gun him as well, if that is your bag, if you, for some weird reason, like the harpoon gun. Otherwise, come straight round through the hatch that we opened earlier and swim up. The current will carry Lara up, and the scuba diver dudes won't be able to reach us, so we are done with them. Then you can pull out into this very exciting looking corridor thing and head on down. You will see there's a window here, and there is a dude in there and a closed yellow door. Weirdly, the only way to open that door and trigger that guy is to shoot out here in the corridor, which we're going to do. Apparently the sound triggers him or something, so don't waste your ammo. I recommend using your pistols. He'll be on his way, and then we're going to ambush him with the rocket launcher. Yeah, so hopefully he's on his way. Did we not trigger him? Is he still there? Wow, okay. Obviously, you have to shoot him in a very, very specific spot. So let's do that real quick. Okay, now he's coming. Yeah, heard that, didn't you? Roll and take out your rocket launcher or your harpoon gun, you know, if you want to. Why not? But I'm going rocket launcher. There we go. And finish him off. We have alarms blaring, but that doesn't really mean anything for us in this walkthrough. There are some flares in this little alcove here that you can collect, along with a small med pack. There is also a hatch in the middle of this room, right there. I recommend don't go on top of that yet, because as soon as you do, it will collapse and lava will fall through, and we're not quite ready to go down into the water yet. It's not a big problem if you do. You can swim your way back into this room, but as I say, there is some other business to take care of. Push this button here, because this opens a pair of gates at the end of the corridor, which is just down here, and then turn left and into this other corridor. We have some valves there on the right hand side that we are going to turn shortly. But before we do, come down this ramp and collect a small med pack at the end. You will see through the grill there is a rocket and a dude through there. We're going to take care of the dude and grab the rocket later on. But also in this little cubbyhole we have yet another rocket. So rockets we like. Rockets is good. Rockets is better than harpoons, so collect that with glee. And then come over to this valve and give it a turn. This is going to, well, you will see what it's going to do. It's going to open a hatch under the water and let out a crocodile lizard mutant creature thing that we're going to have to avoid / harpoon gun, depending on your MO. Come on, Lara. We need to turn this other valve as well, because that will open a second underwater hatch with a second underwater mutant crocodile alligator thing, which will also need to be avoided. But as if that wasn't enough, there's going to be a third one for us to try and circumnavigate as well. So, oh boy, let's see how we do. Finally, go on the hatch and fall in. We do need to go through those hatchways that we've opened, but the first thing you want to do is swim in a circle and get orientated. Swim towards these brown pillars, because there is a little passageway down here which is going to lead to a secret, but immediately roll as you go in there, because that's going to trigger the third crocodile mutant alligator thing. There's one of them. And come across to the second of the two hatches that we opened. You'll immediately see a bulb here, or I think it's got a mutant sample that you can grab, and then quickly swim, because you're going to have all three of those bitey crocodile creatures on your tail, and we're going to try and take care of them from distance. So swim up and climb out, and I recommend taking out your MP5. We should have some time. The monsters should hopefully be on their way into the room. I think they will follow Lara this far, and we can shoot them. I think I can see their shadows, unless I'm imagining it. Yeah, here comes the first one. Sometimes they go over to the left and we have to maneuver a bit, but okay. I think two of them. I think the second one has just come in. Oh. Shooting also triggers that guy sometimes as well. Sometimes he's triggered by the sound. So yeah, be mindful that he might come. Where are you, second mutant crocodile alligator thing? Oh, have you gone around to the other side now? I am being so trolled here. Are you dead yet? Are you still alive? I think he's still alive, isn't he? Oh my days. Glitching into the wall. You'd think that would make it easier to kill, but obviously not. Where are you? There you are. Okay, two down. The third one hasn't come. He might be glitched further up the corridor. Let's have a look. Sometimes he does get stuck up here. Yes, there you are. Come on. Come at me. I want to shoot you from a safe distance without my harpoon gun, please. Okay, kite him or her if you have to, and be armed and ready. And in fact, I'm going to preempt you, mutant creature, because I think you're going to come this way if you come into the room at all. Okay, this could take a while. I will see you back at this spot when the alligator is here. There we go. All three of them down. So now we can swim back the way we came safely without fear of being eaten. As I say, you may want to harpoon them. If you know a good harpoon gun strat, feel free, fill your boots. Immediately turn left as you emerge from that passageway and come into the second alcove that we opened to get the second mutant sample, which looks very similar to the circuit bulb, arguably, but does in fact have a different name. Okay, we're going to need to have to replenish Lara's breathometer. So swim into this shaft here, get your breath back, and then swim back down, because we're now going to go on the hunt of that secret, which is in this direction, he says confidently. No, it's not. It's in the other direction. Okay, I'm going to get my breath back again quickly, because we need as much air as possible. And I'm doing a terrible job of this. Only when you're recording live, right? Okay. Resurface, get Lara's breath back, and then swim back down. And I will try and swim in the right direction this time. Where are we going? I think... Yeah, we're going this way. Between the brown pillars. Okay, and there is the passageway without an alligator mutant creature thing. So swim on down and you will see some items waiting for you at the far end. That is in fact the grenade gun, finally. And when you pick it up, that triggers Secret 3. So collect that, collect the grenades, and then if you have time, let's risk it. We'll grab the large med pack as well, and then swim up and then swim back. Because, yikes, our breath is low, and we need to swim back up that shaft to get our breath back without losing any health. Oh boy, it's flashing. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll make it. You may want to not pick up the large med pack if you want to prioritize the grenade gun and the grenades. But there we go. Get Lara's breath back and then swim back down for the final time. We need to go back to the room where we killed the 3 mutant alligator things. So find the opening on the left-hand side of the 2 and swim back through it. Phew, we're very nearly done with this level. Oh my word. I'm surprised I haven't died, actually. This may be the first time I've done this level without death. Just to fill you guys with confidence. I do assure you that my no-med strategies do work, but they can be a little dicey at times. They can take practice. Oh, let's grab this guy's small med pack that he dropped before we head up there. Although we do need to head up there later on anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Collect that small med pack at your leisure. Okay, welcome to the new room. We have a couple of things we can do in here. There is a green crate here that we can pull. Please excuse the pretty terrible camera angle there, but I can't really control it here. That's going to free up an area behind it so that we can put one of the mutant samples into the receptacle. And there is another crate here that we can pull to reveal an item underneath. So pull that out and then run round and collect the Uzi clips that are waiting. I was very low on Uzi ammo at the beginning of this level, actually, so hopefully I'm a little bit better now. And then head round to the space that we cleared by moving the first crate. This is where we can put one of the mutant samples. No, it wasn't the red one. It must be the green one. Yeah, the green one goes in this receptacle. And then we get that little cutaway. That is sort of to the room next door that we just came through. I think it's going to fill with water as soon as we put these samples in so that we can swim down and access it safely. And I think we will see that when we put the second sample in. There we go, lots of water now. That will be where we finish the level. We need to go down into that water. And we could potentially do that now, but there are a couple more items that we can grab. Bear in mind that the dude may be patrolling up here if he didn't trigger before, so you may need to be ready to take care of him. Otherwise, come to about here and then jump up and grab so that you can pull Lara up onto this walkway, because there is a rocket at the end. This is the one we saw before through that passageway where there was a med pack, I think, and another rocket. And then step back slowly and line Lara up for another upward jump for more grenades that are waiting on this platform here. And I think I've got quite a few grenades now. 95 Uzi clips and 16 grenades. Wow. That is exciting. We've got the Desert Eagle and the grenade gun with lots of grenades. I think the next level is going to be fun. Okay, hop down into the water and grab, hey, how's this for excitement? The artifact we came for, the Lost Artefact itself. think it's called the Hand of Rathmore. So collect that and then swim through the door that opens. Don't be put off by the shadow you will see in here. It's just a benign dolphin. So he comes to say hello and tries to nudge Lara out of the way when you need to pull the switch to open the hatch. But there is a crocodile alligator dude that's going to take chunks out of you as you enter this room. So beware of him and swim up as quickly as you possibly can and then climb out to safety. Phew! Oh my days. Alarms blare as we step out and get this gorgeous view of planes and a dinghy. Oh, and a dolphin there as well. Run forward and phew, take a deep breath. We finished the level. Didn't get all the kills, unfortunately, because we missed the 2 scuba divers that I didn't trigger. And I think we triggered 2 more scuba divers when we went for the second secret. And I didn't kill them either. So you may well have a few more kills if you're going for all kills. And more importantly, though, and more excitingly, no harpoon gun. I'm so proud of that. I'm so happy about that. I'm determined to finish this expansion without using the harpoon gun. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next level. Take it easy.